Hi, Cancer. Some sage and lavender to cleanse the area. Three chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer. If you have Cancer anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Always use your intuition. Always trust your inner wisdom. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. What would we like Cancer to know or to be aware of for or during this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Cancer. Cancer, if this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about the layout for this reading. Spirit. When we are looking at the top row, we are looking at your public life, your work life, your professional life. Thank you, Spirit. And when we are looking at the second row, we are looking at your private life, your home life, your personal life, family, friends, loved ones, love interest, potential partners. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Cancer. And this final row here, Cancer, is final thoughts, final takeaway, final messages. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. Let's just make sure that we have these all lined up. Thank you, Spirit. And Cancer, the foundation, the basis of your reading this week is the Five of Cups. Being at a pivotal point, being at a time or a place or a location where it's time for you to turn from the past and look towards the future. And that is driven by the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a spiritual gift, an emotional gift, emotional fulfillment. In order to achieve emotional fulfillment, we must look towards the future. We must turn, we must pivot and leave the past in the past. And let's see how that Five of Cups plays into the rest of your reading this week, Cancer. And before I forget, let's not forget our intuition cards. If this is your first time tuning in, we have been practicing using or tapping into our intuition. We just give these cards a quick shuffle. I select one of these cards, and I put this card right here. I'm sending that image to you. And at the end of this reading, we will reveal this card to see if you were able to connect with your intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Cancer. And Cancer, you start off with this beautiful, wonderful Strength card. And really, this is looking, you are shining. I'm surprised this was not the Star card. But people are in awe of you. You have a boldness about you that attracts people to you. The end of a project, the bringing in of the harvest, and the King of Wands. Passion, being guarded, being protective of our passions, being guarded, being protective of our desires. Taking a pause, taking a break, stepping back, disconnecting from the outside world, not being very guarded with our words. Cancer, there is a need for you to be bold. There is an advancement that requires you to step out of your comfort zone and share your thoughts and your ideas. You have won the crowd. You have won your coworkers. You have won the higher ups. You have won the admiration and the respect of those that work below you, those co-workers, employees, federal, thank you, Spirit, fellow students, people. You have won the admiration, you have won the respect of the crowd. And you have come to a place or come to a point where you feel very comfortable with how things are moving, how things are flowing. It's almost like you have a new idea, you have a new thought, but you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to tip the boat over. You are being a little bit resistant or a little bit hesitant about change. But it is time for you to embrace this change, to move forward with this change. There's a fresh idea or a new idea. I don't know if this is your idea or someone has a fresh idea that is going to require that you network outside of your circle, that you bring in new people, that you create new partnerships, that you move into a place or you surround yourself with people that look at your ideas as new and fresh. I don't know if maybe you've presented this idea in the past. You've tried to initiate this idea in the past, and it's not seeming fresh to those that are working around you or those that surround you. Sometimes, Cancer, an idea just needs to be presented or represented to a new group of people with fresh eyes, fresh ideas. I think that you had the pitch for this idea, you had presented this idea correctly, but it was just the wrong place, the wrong time, the wrong people. And now it is time for you to represent this idea to new people. And then we have the Hangman card, the Enlightenment card, reaching or achieving enlightenment. The Queen of Wands, our intuition, our passions, our desires, what it is that we are passionate about. Learning, a higher knowledge. And there's another cup, another gift, something happening, something occurring that we do not, a gift in disguise, a blessing. You know, Cancer, blessings come, and all life's experiences allow for us to grow. Life happens for us, not to us. And we're coming to or having experiences that we need to surrender ourselves to. Surrendering ourselves to Spirit and enjoying the transformation. Remember, Cancer, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your home. And the home that you are trying to create, the family that you are trying to create, will not be built in a day. It's a process of experiences that allow us to grow. Things end abruptly because their time for us has ended. And they end abruptly in order to make space or to make way for our next experience, our next adventure, our next experience, and I do believe that that is where the Five of Cups has come in for you, Cancer. There is a spiritual gift, an emotional fulfilling gift that the universe is wanting to bring in for you. But it is going to require that you leave something in the past behind. Something has ended, or something is ending, and it's very abrupt. It's very surprising. It's like you didn't see this coming, or you did not want to have this ending occur. But its time has come. Its time has come, and it is making way for a new experience. It's almost kind of like a caterpillar. Kind of like a caterpillar, where if you've ever kept a caterpillar and you've ever watched the process of a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, we appreciate watching that caterpillar turn into a cocoon. And when the caterpillar turns into the cocoon, we miss the caterpillar. When the cocoon turns into the butterfly, we miss the butterfly. But it's important that each step of the way that we let that stage go in order for the new to come in. and finding an appreciation of the experience. And that is followed by the Four of Pentacles, finding balance, being protective, being on guard. The High Priestess, the sky's the limit. We can create anything from nothing. The Queen of Pentacles, deep appreciation, deep gratitude, a richness, a fulfillment, a abundance. And the Justice card. And this justice is a tangible justice, a physical justice, a worldly justice. We need to guard and protect ourselves. Be on guard at this time. What do we need to be on guard about? We be on guard with our finances. Be on guard in our home life. Be on guard with our family. Be very protective of everything that you have earned, of everything that you have accomplished at this time. Justice rules in your favor. And perhaps with everything that has been going on, we haven't been taking care of ourselves. Self-care is not selfish, it's necessary. And the best self-care routines include mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. The best routines include mind, body, and spirit. I personally like to practice yoga poses. Yoga is a wonderful way to incorporate mind, body, and spirit into self-care. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Cancer. Oh, and Cancer, before I let you go, were you able to select the circle card? If so, I'm so glad we were able to connect. You were able to connect with your intuition. If not, there's always next week. It's about practice, not perfection, Cancer. Have a blessed week.